Is Bigfoot a paranormal entity? Yes and no. Is Bigfoot a paranormal or interdimensional entity? Yes and no. Too many in the community want to write off all of our Bigfoot sightings as paranormal, as supernatural, explain away the lack of evidence by just saying, oh, he skips dimensions and goes far, far away. And that's why we can't find him. But that totally ignores the history. It's one of the reasons I'm so passionate about the history. We need to know where we've been so that we know where we're going. In the 19th century, they were killing Bigfoot. They were capturing Bigfoot. They were killing Neanderthaloids. They were capturing Neanderthaloids and sending them to jails and asylums all across the country. There is a flesh and blood animal. There has to be. You can't kill a ghost. You can't trap an interdimensional entity in a jail. So, is there any paranormal or interdimensional component? Yes. Yes, I think there is. We have a subset of sightings growing in proportion that are strange, that are odd, that are confusing for a flesh and blood animal. What could cause that? Well, there is the possibility that Bigfoot has a soul and therefore can become a ghost, like just a regular human could. There is also the potential that the phenomenon described by John Keel and others, various extraterrestrial entities, interdimensional entities that can mimic human form, can also mimic Bigfoot form or Neanderthaloid form or other types of relict hominoids. If they can mimic human form, why can I not mimic another biological creature? So yes, I am the girl in the Pringles commercial saying, why not both? Here's what I think is going on. Bigfoot is more like an uncontacted tribe. Prior to colonization, the Indians had a working relationship, a cordial relationship. The First Nations of Canada and the Native Americans of the United States, they got along to get along. And then the white people came through and said, I want that. So they took the Native American land. They took the relict hominoid land. They pushed the relict hominoids further up into the mountains and further into the swamps. There's probably been some population decline as a result. And so that could explain the growing proportion of paranormal type sightings is we're just having less sightings because there are fewer of them. At the same time, if we consider the evolution of the uncontacted tribes, what we are possibly coming to learn about the uncontacted tribes of the Amazon is not that they have been there forever, is that they actually lived further out, and then when they saw the Spanish coming in, and they saw the destruction and the disease, they pushed further into the Amazon. And when they started seeing white people, they started shooting. They have no boundary where they think that there might be some safety there. I was listening to a guy on Joe Rogan talk about his experiences in the Amazon, and even with the most experienced guides, as soon as they see evidence of an uncontacted tribe, they turn around and they leave. Because the uncontacted tribe already knows that you're there by the time that you see even remote evidence of them. So you're already in danger. Bigfoot has had a couple hundred years to realize that white people aren't particularly safe for them. As I said, they were getting killed and captured in the 19th century. Bigfoot and the other various types of relict hominoids. So, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that white people aren't particularly safe. Even now, and among the people that believe in the flesh and blood creature, about half of them are kill and half of them are no-kill. And even those in the no-kill community are carrying firearms for their own safety when they go into the woods. There are so many things in the woods that can kill you, so I don't blame them. But if you're a Bigfoot who has had to endure a couple hundred years of getting killed by white people, I'm not sure that you would see a white person in the woods with a gun and think, oh, they're probably not here for me. They're probably here to protect themselves from that snake. So I see Bigfoot's evolution as very similar to the uncontacted tribes of the Amazon, pushing further and further away and giving us fewer and fewer chances. But we should not ignore the paranormal component. I don't think it needs to be the same researchers, but I think we need to acknowledge that there is a subset of sightings that need to be categorized differently. And they may not be relitominoid. They may be just a mimic. Or they could be a different species. You know, there's plenty of people that suppose that white people came from Mars or whatever. Nibiru. All the different variations of that, right? So why not a Bigfoot coming from Venus? I don't know. Not my cup of tea. Not my bag. Not my research. That's not my research, so I don't know. I'm going to stick to the historical sightings, but I think we should acknowledge that both are true. Both deserve to be researched. And let's not throw any babies out with the bathwater in either direction.